And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let go. Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Ridley. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
He's coming. Double up.
Greystone, travel.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Right there.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there. 54 Mike. Silver.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Zipper.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Fair.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Great.
57 to Mike. I got you, son.
Hey, Delta.
You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Alert 3.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 26, check 26. You go tight.
Hey, lock it.
You got tight right there. Hatchet. Jim.
Now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken short.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set, ready. Took the outlaw.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can't block me.
First down, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Saints. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it. Check.
Taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the line. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Undercrunch.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Come on, switch it. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, Hayward.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Switch up, switch up. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Bravo. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He completes it to Hunter. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Hits his target, Hunter. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Protein spill.
Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Go, go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go.
Get.
Looking to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go. 8-3. Look at me. Score, score. Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Running with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Back. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On the ground, this is Kamara. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tackle. Check three.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go on, go on.
They'll look to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Murray, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check my 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You ready?
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
50 to Mike. 50. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's caught by Davis. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to go up top. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their... And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let's get off the
Hey, seam six. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
15 line.
Kill.
Shoot.
On second down, they'll run with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Going on the ground, it's White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 4.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Kill, turn up.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop to throw, letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Giants
Pretty
offense
big.
at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Back to throw it, Murray. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Hunter. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch.
To throw, it's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but it'll be 2nd down from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten up. Go. Stay echo. Check 52. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on.